Hello, hello, good people. Hello, welcome back to another episode of Make America Think Again with Shauna Vaughn. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Please, right now, hit that subscribe button. You need to make sure that you are subscribed to the channel because you want to make sure that you are notified anytime that I post. I always post new episodes on Sundays. I'm trying to do more and get better and be more active on here. It's been a struggle, y'all. Y'all know I've been saying this for months, but I really am trying. I really am trying. So please make sure that you're subscribed. Make sure that you're liking all the episodes that you like and share them. Share them with family, friends, associates. Um, you know, watch it and then let it be a topic of conversation between you and your friends and your family members. Just use the episodes because that's what this is about. This is about inspiring thoughts, provoking thoughts, making America think again. Down below, you see the correct spelling of my name. You have my IG information there. Please visit my IG page. I encourage you to follow my page because I am constantly posting political information there. So you just need a little tidbit throughout the week, then drop into my IG page. You also have my Cash App there, 1111 $sign 1111 Oracle. And if you'd like to bless the channel, then bless the channel. It would be greatly appreciated. All right. I want to give you an update on the Nolan Wells case. First of all, let me say that there's a lot of information that's floating out there that could possibly, potentially be misinformation. So I don't want to give you that. I've seen videos, I've seen timelines, I've seen people tracking when boats were docked, when the boat wasn't docked. I've seen videos of where it might possibly be Nolan from behind and people trying to figure out the name of that boat, which, people are really looking into it and trying to investigate everything. But until I see it posted on Ben Crump or any of his attorneys' pages, or he specifically talks about it, I don't want to risk giving you any bad information. So I'm not going to put that out here. What I will tell you is that the funeral is scheduled for Monday. His mother, she actually posted a video on, I want to say it was Friday, or maybe it was Thursday. Hold on. Yeah, she posted a video on Thursday. Her IG is Christine, Christine .FNP. She is a healthcare professional, and she did post one video on Thursday. And so you can go there to her page and see what she had to say there. Also, the funeral information is on her page as well. It is on Monday. Some people were saying that they had an issue or they took issue with her saying that, there's gonna instead of having a repast, they're gonna have a party. I get that. I totally get that. I want a party. I don't want people moping around crying. I don't want people wearing black. Y'all know, yeah, I, I love a lot of color. It's something about, frequency, light, vibration. I don't care for wearing black. I will wear black to a funeral, but I've worn browns. I wear gray. I wear any other color than black. Um, and I want to party as well. I don't want people moping around crying and all that. I do want some good food. I do want some good food, but I want party. I want people to laugh. I want people to share the good times. I want people to play good music because I love good music. So yeah, the funeral is Monday, Center Point Church, Ocean Springs, Mississippi. Like I said, this information is on her page. And then she talked about having something at the fairgrounds there and inviting all of his classmates, former players, etc. So you can go to her page to find that information. What else did I want to say? Okay, so there's another case, if you're not aware of Daniel Irving's case. This is out of Dallas, Texas. Daniel Irving, same age as Nolan Wells, but with Daniel Irving, he was actually on the swim team. He goes out to the lake with two Caucasian friends again, and the Caucasian friends come back, or they throw his clothes out, throw his did they throw the phone or they cleared the phone? I think they cleared the phone, kept the phone, threw the phone, the clothes out, and they came back without him. Oh, and they said he drowned, but he was on the swim team. So you have that case that's ongoing, and then there's a new case that I found out about. The young man's name is Lon, Lonn Hartman. This is something that came across. I came across just yesterday, and apparently this young man, African American, went to a concert with predominantly white concert with white friends, and he's in ICU, and it looks like they tried to sever his head. According to the person who was reporting, it appears that someone tried to slit his throat. So again, I said this in the other video, and I feel like it's worth revisiting. Black and brown people, right now in this moment, in this year of our Lord 2026, we are under attack. We are under attack. Brown people, I can tell you specifically, I think it is my opinion that you are the number one target group. Again, my opinion, this is what I think, because you have so many children. Your ethnic group is growing so rapidly because you have so many children. I'm not saying anything against that. I know most of you are Catholic. I understand why. However, that poses a threat to racist people, racist white people who believe they are being outnumbered and folks are trying to take something from them. Okay, just understand that. I believe that's where the source of the ire is with your group. With Black people, with us, you cannot just deport us. The majority of people, Black people in this country, were born here. Most of us are African American, of African descent, but we were all born here and like third, fourth generation, back. So again, my opinion, but I believe they have decided, they have had discussions that is in regards to Black people, it is a by any means necessary situation. So if that means the pregnant mother who comes to the hospital and we can keep her in a seat in pain without admitting her and getting her in a room where she can properly breathe and start the whole birthing process. We've seen that video. If that mom was to pass away and she's Black, so be it. We've seen the nurses in those positions. We've seen teachers in positions who are hanging dolls from the ceiling in front of groups of little Black children. We have seen cases of, well, we've seen the drowning situations. They go off with the friends and they don't come back. And we've seen, there's a mother, I want to say it's in the state of Alabama. Her child left, and I can't remember if it was with friends or not, I think with friends, and they had to go search for themselves. The police department wouldn't do that. They went and searched for themselves, developed a search party with family and friends, and finally found his body dismembered, hung, dismembered, and burned. And this was in Alabama, I believe. I'm sorry, I cannot remember that young man's name right now. So I believe they have declared hunting season on Black and brown people. I believe that brown people, you're being targeted first because you have the largest numbers, are growing by great amounts because of the children. If you want any reference, just look at Gaza. Just look at Gaza. Just look at what they did. They wanted to stop the population of Palestinians. They targeted children. They targeted the men. Women in Gaza right now who are still having babies, they are having the birth rates are low, the babies are dying. They're and if they are born, they're born with low birth rates and they're disformed. A lot of them are born disformed and missing limbs and things like that. And that could be the chemicals in the air. That could be just the stress of the mom. So, what I believe is happening in America right now, I believe that black and brown people are being targeted. I believe they are being hunted. I believe that they have decided by any means necessary when it comes to black people and brown people, they're trying to go this icy route with most of you, but black people don't act don't find any comfort in that because they are coming after you as well. If they can't get us through that way and throw us in some detention centers and make us work some hard ass labor, then they're trying these other routes. And here's the other thought, okay? And I'm not trying to do conspiracy theory bullshit with you because, like I said, I don't want to give you any misinformation. But I really believe that we should start looking into all these homeschool kids, these Christian right-wing families, all these homeschool kids, all these kids that are going to that damn Liberty University, all these kids that are going through Turning Point USA. I believe there is some connection there. The connection to the friends who are taking the black friends out and the black friends never come back, or those that they're using for these staged assassinations, these young people that are being used for all these different things to make it look like something that it's not. And then they never follow up. We don't hear anything about these kids anymore. The kid in Uvalde, why didn't we hear any more about him? Yeah, they took him out, but how did he get those pew-pews? He didn't have any money. According to the grandfather, he wasn't working. He wasn't in school. He wasn't doing anything. So how did he get money for ARs? Where did they come from? Uh, the kid who is responsible for the alleged um, assassination attempt of the felon with the ear thing. Why haven't we heard any more about this kid? Yeah, he's gone. But what about the family? Where's the background information? Where's the bio? Who was this person? And why does the felon never ask about him? Why does he have it out for that family? He has it out for everybody else that he feels has wronged him. Why doesn't he have it out for the kid who supposedly took off a part of his ear? The ear that magically regenerates. He has the only ear in the history of the world that regenerated. Sorry, I don't have more information for the Nolan Wells. I mean, they did do a press conference this week. Benjamin Crump, a couple of his other attorneys, and the parents. The parents announced the funeral information. People were bothered by the way that she said that, they were going to have a party. Listen, everybody grieves differently. She posted a video. I have my thoughts on that. I'm going to hold them before so I see till I see more information. But I will tell you this, when my mom passed away, I held it down because people are in your face every 5 minutes. You got to get a funeral done. You got to plan things. You got to talk to a bunch of people. I had to take care of my dad, my brothers, men just check out because emotionally they can't handle shit. Like, it's a lot of shit you got to get done. But when all that was said and done, and when that was over 2 weeks later, I broke out in hives and broke down. So I'm not going to say anything about how these parents are grieving. I'm not going to do that at this point in time. The other information that we learned is that they did meet with the DA finally. And after 11 days, After 11 days, they finally met with the DA. The DA said that she's going to gather a grand jury. They're going to put the information that they have thus far in front of the grand jury and see if they need to, and see if there's any foul play is suspected and how to proceed. Um, but yeah, it took 11 days. 11 days, and the mother texting and calling the sheriff's department and all the powers that be, and retaining an attorney. The family has been doing all the work, not the law enforcement. So that's something that we really need to know. But again, goddamn, it's Mississippi. It's Mississippi, goddamn. So Nina Simone tried to tell you about Mississippi. So yeah, I'll keep you updated. I'll try to give you as much information on the Daniel Irving case. But listen to me, Black and brown people, be on high alert, be vigilant, and be on high alert, because I believe they have determined by any means necessary at this point. And it is hunting season on Black and brown people. Stay woke, stay alert, be vigilant.